Alright guys, and welcome back. Today we're doing the Day 16 final predictions for the 2023 World Darts Championship. This is between Michael Van Gerwen and Michael Smith. Winner takes home £500,000. Loser takes home £200,000. So if we take a look at the live order of merit, whoever wins this match becomes world number 1, Peter Wright will become world number 2, and the loser of this match will be world number 3, followed by Gerwin Price at 4. Alright, let's get into it. MVG won this tournament in 2014, 2017, and 2019, and he's gunning to win a 4th title. This is Michael Smith's 3rd final in the World Championships in the past 5 years, which is pretty incredible. 2019, 2022, and this year. They've played each other 50 times, MVG taking 37 of those. They played against each other in the finals of the 2019 World Darts Championship. Michael Van Gerwen taking that one 7-3, so Smith's going to want some revenge for that. Let's get into the stats. Let's start by looking at their yearlies. Power rankings. Van Gerwen's at 1974. Michael Smith's at 1910. Couldn't have asked for a better final in my opinion in terms of just overall scoring. Averages. 99 versus 97. 180s. Smith's got 230 on him, and he's above the 700 mark. Checkout percentage, both around 41%. First 9, first 3. MVG's at 109 for first 9 right now. Smith's approaching 106. Both amazing players right now. Let's take a look at their quarterfinal and semifinal stats. MVG won 5-0, whitewashed Chris Dobie. 102 average, 38% checkout, 5 180s, 21 140s. Dobie only averaged 90 with 21% checkout, so he didn't put up much of a fight. MVG took that one down 15 legs to 3. He only dropped 3 legs in a quarterfinal match. Smith beat Stephen Bunting 5-3, 91 average, 47% checkout, 6 180s, 25 140s. Not used to seeing Smith around that 90 mark. You're used to seeing him around the 98, 99, 6 180s. Something was up that day. He said his kids were there and it threw him off, so he didn't bring him for the semis. Let's take a look at the semi stats. MVG whitewashed Dimitri, 2 whitewashes in a row, 6-0. 108.28 average, 58% checkout, 9 180s, 28 140s. That's unplayable for almost anyone. I don't see anyone beating those numbers if he holds it up again in the final. Smith, 101 average, 43% checkout, 19 180s, 50 140s. Those numbers almost could hold up depending on the timing of the 180s and of the doubles. Let's take a look at their overall tournament stats for comparison here. Smith's at a 97.64, Van Gerwen at a 104.63. 7 points higher on averages throughout the whole tournament. 180s, Smith has 12 more, and he's had more shots at doubles, but a lower percentage of making those doubles. And if you take a look at the triple-less visits, Michael Van Gerwen has less than half of what Smith does. So looking at these numbers, it's without knowing how many sets and how many legs they've actually played, it's kind of could be biased looking at the 180s and other numbers. So I broke down how many sets they've played, how many legs they played, and their 180 percentage and their shots at double percentage. MVG's played 25 sets. He's won 22 of those, lost 3. The total number of legs he played is 98. Let's compare that with Smith. He's played 31 sets. He's won 22 and lost 9. He's played 127 legs in this tournament. That's 29 more legs overall to add up the 180s and the stats. So we look at the number of 180s hit. He has 12 more, but he's played 29 more legs. And if we look at the percentage of 180s hit per leg, MVG is only 2% lower, with a 32.6% versus 34.6% for Michael Smith. So it's not really saying much throughout the tournament. The only thing I could say is Smith did shoot 19 last match, which is definitely something to consider in terms of recent form. Shots at double, yeah, Smith's had more. But if you look at shots at double per leg, MVG's getting a little bit more per leg, which attributes to his higher checkout percentage. Looking at all these numbers, I think this is going to be an amazing match. And if they both show up 100%, MVG takes this. If they both are playing their B games. MVG takes this. There needs to be a discrepancy in their level of play here. Smith needs to be top notch, and MVG needs to be a little bit rusty on doubles in order for him to win. I think there is a chance, but I think the majority of the time, probably, I'd say probably 70% of the time, MVG is going to take this one down. Let's look at what Darts Oracle's saying. 72. Okay, so I wasn't too far off. This is going to be an incredible match. They're playing for world number 1. Everything's at stake for them. There's not too much of a downside. Worst case, they're going to be world number 3, and they're both going to be in the Premier League. Oh, no. But they're playing for 300,000 pounds here. It's good for their families and the prestige. You know Michael Smith wants this after losing twice already in the final. And you know MVG wants this. You could see it in his eyes, the way he's playing, and what he's done this year to get to number 1. If you looked at where he was at the beginning of the year and how much money he had to make to become world number 1, you'd be surprised. I didn't do all the math, so I can't tell you now, but it's a lot of money. Like 700,000 pounds or something like that. But yeah, I'm going MVG here. Let's see, 1st to 7. I'm going to say MVG takes this one down 7-4 or 7-5. That's it, guys. Enjoy the match, and I'll catch you next time.